Okay, hey guys, and welcome to today's video. Now, I'm really excited for today's video because apparently we started a tradition on this channel. Around this time, I would be drawing cartoon frogs or something like that. But for today's video, as you saw in the title, it's how to draw a cartoon frog. Probably another project as well, and I want to get to that in a second. But basically, I'm going to show you examples of frogs, and then also, we have a lot to cover today, so also I'm going to be showing you some color pencil projects I've been working on for the past couple of days. So we're going to be going over that as well. So there's a lot to cover in today's video, but I'm just very excited about the project I'm working on and everything, and let's go ahead and get started with today's video. So before we go into other things, today's video is going to be how to draw a cartoon frog, and we're actually going to be going on Procreate and doing speed paint of that in a minute, but for now we're going to go ahead and show you what I want to show you today. So when it comes to tutorials and things like that, I usually have examples. I do have examples actually. Let's start with with my sketchbook here. I've been spending over a month. Well, not really over a month, but I started a few weeks ago. So here's some examples of frogs that I was practicing with in my sketchbook, and I was having a lot of fun making them jump across the page. So here's some examples. I follow tutorials on how to draw a frog. So here's some examples for that. I could include a picture, something if you guys want references or something like that. But always go to my Instagram or something, and there's references on there. So what's the point of showing you that? Well, I took that practice and put it in my bullet journal spread. And I was very happy with it and how it came out, and this is my bullet journal spread. I tried to, since it's getting to near springtime, I tried to make my spread cohesive and into whatever season I'm into. So I did a little bit of springtime in my bullet journal. Like you can see, there's a little 4-leaf clover. But you can see here I did a little springtime theme, but that's not the point of the video. But this is just, I was very proud of the spread and how I came up with the theme. So a year ago, I did a tutorial. I'm not sure if I did traditional. I'll have to go look back on the video, or I think it was before the iPad, and I had basically did how to draw a cartoon frog. So that's what today's video is about. So I wanted to show you those examples. So I'm going to take that, put it back in place. Now let's go ahead and move on to the color pencil portraits I'm working on. We're going to have a segment like in every video and showing you what projects I'm working on off camera, or something like that if I continue to do color pencil. But the first one, and then is Ariana Grande, and I'm going to show you a bit of a progression of drawing her at the beginning of the sketchbook and drawing her, like this is the beginning portrait before I learned about skin tones, and before I learned about not to use yellow or orange towards skin tones, and it's still pretty good and everything, but it could be a lot better. So this is why I love sketchbooks, because you can see your progression and if you draw in order. But if you go towards the back of the sketchbook, and I was going for photorealistic then, but it wasn't really photorealistic. It wasn't realism. This one right here is more of a photorealistic, and I use a grid method. Go to yesterday's video. I talk about the grid, how you can use it in Procreate and everything. But I'm working on skin tone. I love the skin tone, matches her skin tone with the reference picture I'm using. I started this last night, taking over a day, even though it's in a sketchbook, and I'm very happy with it so far. So I'm very proud of this, and it's not an angle, and normally I have trouble with angles, and Yeah, so this is Ariana Grande so far, one skin tone. So for my next portrait I'm working on, we're already at 5 minutes. For the next portrait I'm working on, it's actually Blake Shelton, and I also use the grid. And normally I'm terrified of big paper, but the grid helped me position the portrait and also get the likeness, and also position the portrait on the page, as well on bigger papers. So now when I go to even larger papers, I cannot wait to use the technique for larger papers. Now for this portrait, it's taking me around 3 days to do. So today Tuesday, and I still have finished the hair, and I have to work on his clothes. But you know, this is just, I don't know, I love it so far. I think the skin tone is really good. And the shading's really good. And I know some of you are like, you know, work on your shading, and but I think the shading's okay on this one. I love it, but that's just me. I'm very proud of how I matched the skin tone to the reference picture I'm using. I still have to finish the hair and the clothes, but this is taking me around 3 days, and I started it when my train thought was. I started Tuesday, Monday, Sunday, I think, and at first I didn't work on it, but then I sat down and really worked on it yesterday and the day before. So I'm pretty proud of how it's coming out so far. So those are the projects I'm currently working on. If you guys like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Turn the notification bell on so you won't miss a video I post every day. And let's go ahead and get on to the speed paint and the point of the video before you guys click off. And I just want to show you guys my portraits I'm working on so far, and it's been a lot of fun. Like, I can see a bit of progress and in my work, which is why I love sketchbooks and everything. By the way, before you guys are curious to see what sketchbook I'm working on, it's a Moleskine notebook, play notebook. The reason I say that is because sometimes Moleskines have that hard paper, or the thick paper, I should say, and this one's very thin paper. I can see through the pages, and I don't know, but yeah. So guys, thank you for watching. Continue watching the rest of the video. Hopefully you don't mind seeing the colored pencil portraits, as well as a how to draw a cartoon frog speed paint. So let's go ahead and get started with the video. Finally, right? Okay, hey guys, and welcome to this part of the video where we talk about how to draw a cartoon frog, and the drawing tutorial, of course, that I decided to go with today. So for this drawing, I am doing a cartoon frog, and I know I showed you me drawing parts, and I was a bit rusty when it came to the iPad because I haven't been doing that a lot lately. So I forgot my process a little bit. So I need to get back to the iPad and start drawing on it a little bit more. But for this one, I usually start with a Procreate pencil, and then I would go to black and basically just go over it. I keep going over it until I like the sketch a little bit better. But you can tell that I improved my cartoons a little bit by learning mouth and everything. So for the head shape, I did a circle, and also I did a wider circle for the body of the frog, and did that in green, and I usually go over it with a black Procreate pencil. You can find it on the brushes, and first I was going to ink it, but then I decided to just go over it with pencil. I'm a bit rusty again when it comes to digital art, but I'm slowly getting back into it, so that's a good thing. So I can't wait to do portraits digital art wise, and I'm looking forward to that. So that's not this video. This video is how to draw a cartoon frog. Now when you do the pencil and other layer sketch, you want to create a new layer for it, and that's what I've been doing here. And then now for the line art, I usually do the green sketch and go with minimum, like lowering the opacity of it, and I was just checking there just seeing it was still filming. But I usually like to go over the sketch with a ink brush, and that's what I'm doing here. So I'm doing the line art, and I usually do it on a new layer, and keep the sketch layer underneath it and above the layer, I guess. Sorry if that was confusing. Basically, I have the line art layer above the sketch layer, so hopefully that could be a clarification for you guys. But so uh, for the feet and the web, I could have done web toes, but didn't feel like it. So doing the line art here, and normally I would do the line art off camera, but I decided to include it in today's video. So hopefully you guys enjoy. Um, so for the coloring, I chose a medium tone for the green. And then for the coloring, I usually just outline it, and sometimes we'll use the fill bucket or the fill to bring the color down to fill it. Um, but this one, I decided to go with the medium tone green, and yeah, so for the coloring, when it comes to shading, I just want to tell you guys I do use clipping mask, and I do use the multiply layer on multiply and do the shadows that way. So, and I use the soft airbrush and I use the hard airbrush at first, and just go ahead and do the shadows. Then I use my blending brush I created a long time ago. So you can tell I'm a bit rusty with the iPad, and I'm not complaining. I just need to get back to it and practice a bit more. But let me tell you, it was a breath of fresh air. I had so much fun doing this, um, and it was just a lot of fun. And it felt good to do something cartoony and something cute, and getting back to my roots of drawing. And I've been doing a lot of murals and stuff on my channel lately, and been improving that a little bit. So um, basically right now I'm doing a clipping mask, and I'm doing the clipping mask layer to multiply, and going back in and doing it that way, and then taking my blending brush. And I tried to deepen the shadows a little bit later on. I need to play around with the iPad, see what my style and that my style has changed. But if you guys like what you see here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and maybe I can go back and forth between styles. So guys, thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope you guys learned something from this, and I'll link the other video somewhere in the video, at the end of the video, or whatever. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and thank you for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.